I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
You two know each other?
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is TessaraVejgan. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I'm Siora Donegad of the Gaesrad.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. Our role is sensitive, and our locate...
Does this man not realize that I'm a Donegad?
I noticed you're a native, but you're a friend of Kurt's.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be... And yet I've never heard of this.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to... And our leaders demand secrecy.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location.
The main building is reserved for office. Front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat, but most exercises take place...
Impressive. And
Only the best come here. Those who, once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained. But you already know all of this, Kurt.
Yes.
will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercise, the natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as... But if you want to know more, you should ask my
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited.
Oh. I didn't know it was my condolences. I was told he died in an accident.
Don't insult my intelligence.
All right. Since you're here, the accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable.
We've taken up enough of your time.
I agree, and I have things...
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the dish.
I'm sorry. I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
You don't seem to like this man.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories for me. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here. Lieutenant!
Respectfully, Captain.
Here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation.
At your orders.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more...
Really?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know...
That's strange. These skills are normally associated...
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy.
What kind of training do your men...
I can't go into details, but they learn...
You mean to blindly follow orders?
But we also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know...
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I worked with Captain Rolf in the past. And when I arrived on the island...
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment.
Yes, of course.
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented fits? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my...
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard. I don't doubt my abilities, but an awful lot...
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rainer.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the shadow...
The other lieutenants?
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you.
He died. His body was thrown...
I guess it was one of your recruits.
We'll question some of your...
At your orders, but please be quick.
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. You're in...
Of course, madam.
How would you describe your training?
Yes, we do.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specializes...
Yes.
Problems remembering things?
No, Captain.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of...
Do you trust your...
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, madam. I would trust...
You've sure got the military...
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a...
No. Of course not.
That's strange. I was told that...
If you don't mind, I'd like to get back...
He seems afraid that an accident might...
No. It's not that.
Very well.
Excellence.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
You can't hide the lies. Soldier!
Captain,
At ease.
We'd like to learn more about your...
I have nothing to say about it.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question.
Is this a test?
No, it's not a test.
Well, training is
That's an interesting... You're very united in this squadron.
united. You could say that.
That's rather sinister.
Yeah. Well,
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid...
no. Well, not at all. And we're lucky to have the lieutenant as our instructor.
We should leave this soldier...
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First-class recruit Wilhelm.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear. But he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Lieutenant,
Captain.
my friend here would like to learn...
At your orders, Captain.
Can you tell us about your
The
squad?
recruits who come here are the best. And in my... I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, exactly what you'd expect from...
What kind of training takes place in your...
Combat in natural settings. Combat.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic.
Now, these are complex, secret maneuvers.
That's a pity. It would definitely...
I heard the recruit Rainer trained here. What...
Oh, he was a good one.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he...
The training we do outside. Unfortunately, Rayner fell to his death in a river.
He fell?
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna
I
go...
hope that it won't take too long.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease.
Me? At your...
You look exhausted. It's true.
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop?
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling.
What is that?
Our squadron's captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron,
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say. Rayner left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's no...
Sorry, mate, but that's not...
I don't know anything.
thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, madam.
Lieutenants! Report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to...
I'm not sure if we can.
We are on duty,
Right, Lieutenant.
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here.
As you like.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry, Captain Kurt will make sure you're superior.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think he'd say anything as long as she was...
If you noticed, others will have too.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can...
Very.
What's really going on here? We know that Rain...
This is supposed to be a training camp for the guards. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense... That's what we're told every day. But
Tell me about the training you undergo.
it's more torture. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint, they even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth.
And they call us barbarians.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hospital. What they teach us would be more useful for us.
As for Rainer, do you know what...
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to be. If we refuse, we too become the targets. If you're looking to punish Rainer's murderer, you can start with me.
Thank you for telling us all of this.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed.
We understand the risk you've taken.
Thank you, really.
Captain,
I've seen everything I needed to see.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Kurt, Wilhelm has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They are humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Rainer wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. That recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You know about this kind of training?
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
You're full of anger, Sengots. Take a deep breath and think. Then tell us your plan.
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training. Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinde was right.
here.
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have turned this place into a site of suffering. It will take years of work to erase its traces.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Rayner shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
That's the young man who helped us, isn't it? They will probably kill him for it.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself. I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate. Them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Nobody saw us. All we have to do is ambush them in the pit. Rolf, you bastard! How could you be part of this disgrace?
You know that this is how the best soldiers are made. Soldiers, grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. execute these traitors.
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We're doing our best to avoid a fight, to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey.
Enough! To arms! Attack!
All this bullying and humiliation is only intended to turn you into weapons, not soldiers. And when a weapon is no longer needed, its owner throws it away rather than risk injury. That's why Reyna was disposed of.
Being a soldier doesn't mean being a puppet. Put your weapons down.
They're right, mates. I don't want to end up in the harbor.
What do you think, soldier? You think we can trust them?
It's over, Lieutenant. These recruits won't do your dirty work for you anymore.
You're finally here.
Sorry, Captain. The boy resisted longer than planned.
You were spared the shame of seeing how far your comrades have fallen.
What happened?
They surrendered, like the weaklings they are.
That should make the next night training sessions interesting.
What have you done with Wilhelm?
He received the punishment for traitors and insurgents, like Reyna before him.
Kurt, I'm terribly sorry. We should have...
Saved him first. We're responsible for his death.
You're a bleeding heart, Kurt. But you know who's really responsible.
You're right. For Wilhelm! For Reyna!
Recruits! Attack! Found the Dara Grimaderum down!
Will you be all right, Kurt?
Yes. Yes. I'll be fine. You! Take care of the camp's survivors until you receive your
It
transfer.
will be an honor, Captain.
You'll stay here for now.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on
Are
here.
you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? Never. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the guard was in. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the guard.
There's no use brooding over the past.
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of us.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the idea, and that we would pay the...
yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the commander's project to the governor of the...
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so...
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are some... But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you.
Believe me.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
It's blocked.
Have you considered my property?
Very well. Let's go and discover what the governor would rather keep hidden.
Excellent.
How would you like to go about...
We must search her apartments in St. Ma. They'll be guarded, of course. But if we are...
This is taking quite... The congregation's reputation could suffer if we're caught. And my cousin's...
I know. But keep in mind that I know that... And if we want to be sure to pass without being noticed, we need only...
That would improve our chances.
These are the ruins we're looking for. But unless we can climb up the cliff, I do not know how we'll get there.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
We can't be far from the ruins Lady Morange advised us to visit.
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors.
We did not know.
The basements are for servants.
Very well.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to have a rummage.
Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
It's blocked.
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have...
I'm listening. Is that so?
We did, but let me... This island was where Saint Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded it. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden. Following, we chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the... It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their... As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance, all the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by...
An extraordinary discovery that confirms...
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen. Probably by the island. I know that you are generally well accepted by the name. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to...
I suppose I could go to Eden and try...
Marvelous. The leader of the community, may the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
This is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place. Oh, for goodness sake. This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans.
We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Theleme, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we missed something.
Locked. I don't have the key. Locked.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually.
You don't look like you need money.
I have been sent by the Mother Cardinal. She needs money.
That's unusual. Oh, well, business is business.
She has sent me to find out if she still owes money.
No debts to settle. How much does she need? Same?
Yes, that would...
Excellent. Let her know that the...
Do you think that will be all right for...
What do you mean for Candy Cane? Good Lord, are you crazy or something? I don't want to know what my clients get up to with their money.
I apologize.
You think too much. Go and see him, sort your business out, and come back to see me when you know how much...
Very well.
Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else.
If you wish.
What can you tell me about a certain...
Candy Cane. Everyone speaks about him.
And what do they say about...
Here, nothing. You need...
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about...
You sometimes deliver goods to your big clients.
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among...
And have you ever supplied anyone...
Yes, that has happened. It suits...
And who places...
Well, a steward, of course.
A woman? Dressed in a long...
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may have been here?
Are you...
I have to go.
Can I look who it...
I have to go. Good day.
Welcome. You in?
I imagine that the name Candy Cane...
Obviously. Even though I would... He's a sort of... organizer.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my...
If that's the case, why do...
He has friends, protectors. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel...
Do you know where I could...
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise...
I know how to look after myself. Has the Mother Cardinal ever...
The Mother Cardinal?
What is this arena?
It's a place of great pomp. People are coming from everywhere on the island to...
On what would we be better?
On the fights in the arena. Quite a few come here and...
And do they win?
A few do. Others have less luck. But
I must be going.
next time, then.
Can I look who it...
I have to go.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's So, have you found...
Let's just say that I'm...
My treasures are worth that for you.
Father, do you want to explain to this man...
Of course. We are not here. Several clients of yours have made a complaint. Precious objects disappearing after your employee...
People in very high places are concerned.
This cannot be.
Thank you for your
Look, a new... Oh, but wouldn't that be...
We would like to know if you know who this earring belongs...
Absolutely not. And I have no desire to answer your questions.
Very well.
There are too many of you for me alone, my...
Sorry, madam. But this question might seem a little surprising.
Why? It's mine.
Are you sure you want to broach that subject?
You're right. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties.
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my...
Then I suggest you answer my question.
What?
Could you tell us who you saw at the party?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me. But I don't know them.
Do you know who organizes these?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else.
You can't even give me a single...
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Do you think that an important person...
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really...
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt...
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. Admit it. You must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential...
Well, I was able to recognize someone, once. Even with a mask on,
Please, continue.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he... And you've probably never even heard of him.
I know very well who you're referring to.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh?
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation. Do you know someone who goes by the name...
Everyone does. He is a powerful...
Have you ever spotted him at these?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
This woman in the green coat...
She always hides her face. Then she disappears into a little office and locks...
I see. She is... Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they...
Can I get you? Look who it...
I am looking for a woman who comes here.
Yes, I have seen this coat before. But I have... All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders.
I have to go. Good day.
Welcome.
I am looking for someone.
Oh. Yeah, I know who you mean. She comes in, especially for the big fights, and she has prime...
Do you know where I can find...
No, I don't even know...
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some...
No, and I can't really tell you.
I must be going.
Next time...
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain candy cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he is just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true, you were right. Let's come back later.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true, you were right. Let's come back later. Good evening. Are you the one?
Who are you?
Desardet. Legate.
The legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous...
You seem to be very well informed. What do you know about a woman in a...
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman. And that she is actually...
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on. It was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father. Please. I come because of a message that was sent to me.
Wait.
This is the Onol Menawi of the Lugay the Blau, the one we wanted to talk to.
I came following the instructions you had left the secretary of our embassy, but I wasn't expecting to find you near the corpse of a member of the Ordo Luminis.
We were told that there was a woman different from the other Renaigse amongst the Lugay Blau. Someone who sometimes helped our people. This is why we talked to the man in the large house. But we don't really know who you are.
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the congregation. It means that I'm in charge of the diplomacy with the other nations. And yes, I have helped your people a few times.
A diplomat is someone who talks, right? Not someone who fights.
I know how to fend for myself, if that's your question. But will you tell me why you made me come here?
2 nights ago, we attacked a group of Red Suns who were taking away some of our people. Many of them fled. But we captured this man, and we made him talk. We wanted to know where they took our brothers. And he talked about a secret camp.
Why would the Inquisition take natives to a secret camp?
To confuse their minds. They torture them until they renounce the truth and praise the sun. This Red Sun was mocking us. He said they would burn us, like the others. He had killed some of my brothers, so I killed him.
If what you say is true, then indeed, we cannot let the Inquisitors continue. But because you killed them, we can only take your word for it.
Maybe not. The Red Sun had a key on him, and also some words sealed in bark. We do not know how to set them free, but the Renaigse do, don't they?
The letter ordered this man to join the escort party of a group of captives. This partly confirms what you told me.
Do the words say where the camp is located?
No, but the address of the Inquisitor is written.
What is an address?
This is how we refer to the place we live in. I suppose the key you found is the key to his door.
So you can go to his house and look for more words?
I suppose so.
You must do it, or the suns will keep burning our people.
Very well. I will go visit this man's home. I will come back to you if I learn anything more.
Hurry. Our brothers may be dying in the meantime. Go back to town. We'll wait for you.
Locked.
You know how much the Ordo Luminis dislikes the moths. If they catch us here, I'm in big trouble.
This letter mentions a secret camp. Apparently our man was involved in its creation. It also talks about a chest he would have had. In the quarters of the Order, here in San Mateus. We may find clues there that will allow us to discover the location of the camp. If this chest exists, there must be a key. It has to be here. Let's continue searching. It's a key. Most likely the key to a chest, with the emblem of the Ordo Luminis. I don't think we'll find anything else here. Let's leave and see what this chest contains.
Hey, you! Who are you? And what are you doing in Father...
De Sardet. I'm the
My colleague has been away for the last few days. May I know exactly what it is about your status as a diplomat that gives...
My status is the reason why the Mother Cardinal asked me. She wants to know where Father Claudius might have disappeared. I offered to go to his home to see if I could find some information.
Really? Well, why would the Mother Cardinal ask that...
How would we know? Perhaps you'd like us to go find her together. I'm sure she'll be delighted to see how you've been treating the representative.
That won't be necessary, but know that...
As you wish. I hope I don't see you again, Father.
This man is a monster, like the other Red Sons. Did you see the way he looked at me? I'm certain that he didn't believe you. He will probably come back.
We should make use of this moment of respite to go visit the quarters of the Order and find the chest there. Let's hope they aren't infested with members of the Inquisition.
Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to have a... Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you.
Thanks to these documents, we'll be able to show the natives where the conversion camp is, and the times when new prisoner convoys will get there too.
I hope they'll manage to free our brothers and sisters who are prisoners. What these monsters are doing to them is horrible.
is back.
So, did...
I found some information that should allow you to locate the conversion camp. And I also found a note about a prisoner convoy.
Why come and tell us all of this if your intention is just to betray?
Betray you?
You're not the ones this so-called legate betrayed. We are.
You? I have no commitment to your order. It is with Thélème that we are allied. Your nation, that you are prepared to drag into a war against the natives, with the sole purpose of converting a few of them in your torture camp, even if you have to kill all the others.
What are you talking about? Are you saying Claudius managed to complete his great conversion camp project?
Don't pretend that you did not know.
I did not, but now that I do, I will do everything in my power to continue his work. And the first step will be to eliminate those who would denounce us. The Mother Cardinal focuses too much on politics, when she should be following her faith instead.
We will fight these monsters by your side, on Olmenawi.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Thank you.
You don't have to thank me. These men were our enemy. The monsters torturing my people.
Even though the Ordo Luminous' actions are atrocious, Thélème must not learn of our involvement in this matter. Our alliance could suffer.
Do not worry about it. We won't tell them.
And we will make these bodies disappear. Nobody will ever know what happened to them.
Except for our Mal, of course. Queen Deirdre will be grateful to you for helping us.
I hope this will help our relations in the future.
In any case, do not worry about this camp. She will not let our people be imprisoned. She may even ask for your help in destroying it.
Perhaps. In the meantime, please give her my regards.
Bartir Tumad on Olmenawi. And thanks again.
Protect me in this battle! Protect me in this battle!
You are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from...
Delighted to see you again.
Father Petrus. Is that really you? What are you doing here?
Merely a courtesy call.
How might I help you?
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. Although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I find this...
I see.
Anything else?
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I haven't been able to get... Their chief and their priest are evasive when questioned. Their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend... But as soon as I come close, they chase me away. There is a heavy veil of evil here. I feel it. Perhaps you should talk to them. Anything else?
That will be all, Sister Ephesia. An astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is find Father Justinius.
I am busy. If you have questions...
I'm sorry. I don't have time to talk.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desarde, I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
that's excellent news. The loss of the tablets. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also. You should find her a bit further in the village.
Who are the suspects of this?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in. They must have wanted to please the demons they worshipped by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened...
I wonder how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence. Father.
I'm glad to...
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around... The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory, and everything here fit the description of St. Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty, by living side by side with them, it is much easier.
Tell me about how you created...
We did not... The island, and so...
How well do you get along with the natives who live...
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence...
Left?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stay, some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince...
And how well have neighboring villages
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen.
There are no Onol Manawi and no warriors here either.
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one, but in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people.
I must leave you.
May the enlightened always...
Hello. I am Ler, the village leader.
Hello. Decide...
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. What do you want from me?
I have heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of you.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying... They were asking questions. Talking about the... One morning, they were building houses next to ours. And we...
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How...
As long as we refused to listen to them. They were violent, and they destroyed some... So, we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do...
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, but since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to...
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the...
They did not accept the presence of the priests, and I questioned. They even asked Deirdre, did she... So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted...
Aren't you angry after all that...
No. I mourn those who died, of course.
Your opportunity for...
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, but men. Perhaps wiser than...
I have to go.
Like so many...